Alrighty. Alright, everybody, welcome to the ERS podcast. I am your host, Rusty, alongside Maple
Hello.
and Buck, who is currently AFK eating dinner. And then our special guest today is Kylechief.
Hello, everybody. This is Kylechief117 here. Hello.
Yeah, welcome to the ERS podcast. Alrighty. Let's just jump straight right into it. Sunday, we raced at Road Antioch. It was pretty chaotic. I finished right up in the top 3 there. Kylechief finished in a top 5. Normally, he never races road courses, which is something
You're doing it again.
he never does, ever. He hates road courses with a passion. So,
My man.
Kylechief, I might as well ask you right off the bat, how do you feel about road courses?
Well, I don't know. Is there certain road courses that just, don't need to be on the schedule. Like Road Antioch should have been removed like seasons ago, but here we are. But if it's like a road course that actually makes sense for a stock car to go, like the Glen, Sonoma, I'm fine with it. But
Yeah. And it's like, too, is like when you go to these road courses. I said this to Tyler last week when he came on the podcast. His point of view and standpoint on road courses. They're tough because you have to like angle your car a certain way, figure out the setups and everything like that and whatnot. Going to Road Antioch, I think this was probably one of the more better Road Antioch races that I think me and both of you have raced on, like truly. And I just hope that in the future, if we can have more races like we had at Road Antioch, that the better version where it's not too chaotic and we can actually race each other cleanly for the first time, then I'm all for it. But going into next week, we have Michigan coming up. Obviously, I'm going to be driving the infamous Batman car, throwing back to Dale Jr. and whatnot. How do you feel about Michigan, and what strategy are you going to have going into Michigan? You're currently above the cutoff. You're tied with Hirosh and Lance. You're pretty much right on that cutoff. So if you do get a good chance at winning at Michigan, or maybe even a top 3, could we see you compete in more races in the future in ERS afterwards, like Nashville, Indy, Milwaukee, or Chicagoland?
Most likely, probably yes, because ovals. I am way more superior on ovals than I am on a road course. So,
Mabel, how do you feel about Michigan and as a whole, and if Michigan is one of those type tracks where you can easily navigate and find your way in a very good top 3. So, Maple, how do you feel about Michigan, and what can we expect to see from over the weekend? Not or from myself or Kylechief or many others.
Well, Michigan, I'd say it's a fairly good track, all things considered, because Michigan, unlike the previous tracks where all we went was right and left, and we went all over the place for a couple of tracks like New Hampshire and Charlotte, Michigan's more or less a bit more wider than all of those tracks, and of course it's a big oval, considered a super speedway by some, and it's gonna be a lot like it's gonna be a little bit like Pocono, or say like a little bit like Talladega, or hell, I would even put it in the same tier as maybe Chicagoland, Kansas, maybe even Charlotte. But Michigan's a bit more wider. It's got, well, in ERS, there's no draft in Michigan. However, you still have to race like there is draft on the damn track, regardless. And Michigan, it's a tough beast. I'll say that straight up. And that's coming from the guy who inadvertently accidentally hooked himself and tried to avoid the death wall, but then I ended up slamming face first in the death wall and ended my D2 season 15 playoff chances from then on. So yeah, Michigan is a really it's kind of a tough track, but I would say it's fairly easy if you know what you're doing.
It is, Michigan is definitely one of those tracks where, you're going to be pushing and shoving and, trying to find your way up to the front. So I definitely think we could definitely see a new winner this weekend other than Dev Sisters. Dev Sisters is extremely fast. Um, really good row stock racer, too, I will say.
Yeah, I've raced against him many times in Rostock, and let's just say, whenever he joins the Rostock lobby, every time he joins, I'm like, beep, not again.
Yeah, for real. Speaking of these other tracks like Road Antioch and Michigan, Kylechief, you've had a lot of contemplating about the ERS schedule as a whole, and on the behind the decision makings and what tracks belong on the schedule and what tracks don't belong on the schedule. Can you kind of like, help me out here? Like, do you think that some tracks are worthy of being on the schedule, or do you think the whole decision making as a whole just completely sucks?
I just think the whole decision making thing just sucks as a whole because I feel like we kind of just did one race at Bristol and never was going back on the track ever again. I feel like we kind of didn't give it much of a chance. I mean, like we haven't been to Richmond in how many seasons, and we're gonna give Bristol a shot, but we ain't gonna give Richmond,
Yeah.
Dover, Road America
Mm.
a shot.
I remember Road America a lot more for controversies near the end of its ERS tenure, from what I remember. So, apart from Road America, I can understand why you'd want all those other tracks on the schedule.
Because I'm like Dale Jr. I'm more of a short track type of person.
That
I'm
is,
more of a short track,
yeah, that's definitely me as well.
and I also would
Yeah,
like to see like I kind of want the ERS schedule to go back to like only having two road courses.
Mm.
Like
like the NASCAR schedule back in the like early 2010s, two
yeah,
road course schedule,
only having two road courses. Like
and
Wiggins.
those road courses being Sonoma and Watkins Glen.
I mean, we can switch out. I mean, we can alternate between like the road courses, but as long as it's just only two road courses, instead of like dropping a race date that actually does good in the league for a
Yeah.
road course that asked for.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That is definitely true. Um, I think, with the whole, putting in adding tracks to the schedule and whatnot, I kind of agree. I do think that, some tracks shouldn't be on the schedule, and I think tracks should be on the schedule. Like, I think, Bristol is definitely one of those tracks in general that uh, should be on the schedule. We haven't raced there in, I don't know how long. Richmond either. I think Richmond would be a really really good track for like maybe even like a 12th race in the season or right near the beginning of the playoffs. I think that'd be a really really good track to go to like
I'm
really decide the points. I think you'd probably have a lot of people back that up.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be and also another thing, like in terms of like tracks as a whole, we really need to start being smart with what models we go to for short tracks and just tracks to all together. We need to be smarter
Yeah.
because that Bristol model, that was not it.
Mm.
Do you think the board of directors, do you think they're um
Board of Advisors, I think they're called.
yeah, or directors I would probably say, not just advisors,
The BODs.
pretty much. Um as a board of advisor myself, other than board of directors, because I pretty much have separate roles than board of directors. Board of directors, they have a little more lenient, and
Mm-hmm.
you get access to staff chat and whatnot. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
board of directors, quote unquote, um, do you think that they are smart with models that they put on the track, or do you think that it's just the setups in general?
No, they are not smart. They are not smart.
Damn.
They are not smart.
Can you
I mean, I could catch a suspicion for that. I don't care. I'm gonna speak my opinion. I don't care. I don't care. I'll take a vacation.
Hey boy. But
Yeah.
oh, my fault.
I mean, I won't agree nor will I disagree with your statement on that, but I do think in terms of what models we should use, I think, maybe a little bit of courtesy advice would probably, just do the gist, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm just, like I'm just gonna say this. Like the times we went to an ASCA moms, like, what is a block car doing on an ASCA model track? That's meant for mesh, bro, not a block car. What are we doing?
that is, yeah, for real.
mm,
Um, I kind of want to, shift pace here a little bit. You've been in ERS for a really, really long time.
Since practically the beginning, yeah.
Pretty much. Take us through, like, how did you join ERS? How does the story of Kylechief begin? Like,
get
where do you meet Runky? Where does that all tie in? How do you start, getting the 24?
get the notebooks out, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be good.
Where does the 24 with Kylechief start? Where is the starting point of ERS?
Insert beginning music.
Okay, so all right. I actually met Runky in an ERS, not ERS, in a in a MRA race when MRA was going rampant
Mm.
at the time. Then I was, I think it was at Texas. I remember too. He was driving the 14 Ford at the time because at the time he was really addicted to driving Clint Boyer cars. At the time,
Mm.
he won Texas. That he won an MRA Texas race, and I kept cheering for him all race. I just want to cheer for somebody random.
Fair enough. Just rooting for
enough.
someone in the background while
Yeah, just
watching the race
someone
that you're not allowed to
random,
compete in.
Yeah, just someone random. Yeah,
I did
But
that too. I did that too.
but I forgot how that conversation went. I think Runky just sent me an invite to his league because he knows he knew I excelled more in a mesh car than I do in a block car. He knows this. I think he knows this very well. So he's like, "Hey, I have a mesh league." I was like, "Hmm." And then ERS, and then ERS season 1. That's how that all began. That's how that all started.
Oh, you were there for the very first season. Damn.
Yeah, I was there for the very first season of ERS. Yes, that was before. That was when everyone literally used KRA models. That was when everybody was using the KRA models.
May I ask what KRA was back then?
Yeah, KRA was around back then still at the time when ERS first started. Where do I begin? Oh, how I acquired like Hendrick Motorsports. Okay, so I owned Adventure Kyle Racing at the time. I was still like a D3 operation team owner.
Okay.
I was like D3 operation. I didn't acquire JRM technically until I acquired Hendrick Motorsports.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And I acquired Hendrick Motorsports off of Nicedale Jr. I think Runky remembers him very well. He also raced the MRA. He was also one old veterans of ERS that's no longer here.
I was about to say, did he change his name or did he just leave?
He left. He retired.
Okay.
Yeah, he retired from road racing. And that's how me, the 24, to pretty much from then to pretty much now. Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah. Actually, before I actually raced for JGR.
Mm.
Our time
Oh,
starts in JGR. I drove the 19. Titan can tell you I raced the 19 at the time
Huh.
for
I did not know this.
JGR and Cup part time. That was when Titan was still racing. That was when Titan was still racing. V and him is we're on good terms. We're on good terms. Still on good terms. We had our moments. We definitely had our moments. Martinsville had our moment.
uh-oh.
I mean, we cleared it up afterwards. It was just a racing incident. It was during the time where vision lag was very much an issue.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then when non-vision lag came into play, I knew racing road racing was just gonna get somewhat kind of better. Because non-vision lag, oh, we can actually make contact
Yeah.
with another car. And actually,
Hmm.
will it be delayed? Yeah, most definitely. Will we have delayed turning because of the non-vision lag script? Yes. But it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. That's how I won Michigan. You can actually know. You can ask Nog. He is still salty about that Michigan win to this very day. He is very salty.
Oh boy.
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt, but what did I miss?
The beginning, the Kylechief's origin story.
The Kylechief origin story.
That's it.
That's well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Continuing on uh yeah, I want to ask something too. This kind of just had something
Yeah.
in my mind. How would you compare today's row racing aspect compared to the old row racing aspect? Like, how would you compare the racing that you used to race, like with all the other competitive guys, versus the racing now? Has the aspect changed, and if so, why?
I feel like road racing as a whole had a freaking a shift in energy in terms of like the next generation of drivers that we're getting. And I like no disrespect to the little kids and all, no disrespect, but I feel like kind of have to show the old guys a little bit of respect, just a tiny little bit of respect, just a teeny tiny little bit, just a little bit of respect because we've been here a lot longer than we should have been, but we've been road racing a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. The whole respect conversation.
Yeah, it's just
That
all
I
about
think it started in the Cup series in real life, and now it's just everywhere in row racing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt
Hold on.
like
Hold on.
like
I have a question. I
yes,
have a question.
yes.
Like, would you say that the drivers in D1 right now, would you say that they are like bad, or are they like equally as what a D3 driver would be? Just a question.
Ooh, that's please use my language, but that's a pretty damn good question. I ain't gonna count. That ain't gonna count. That's a pretty damn good question. But D1 drivers as of right now, I'm just gonna say this blunt, very bluntly. The ERS drivers we have now, I'm just saying. I'm not saying this because I'm cocky. I'm just saying because it's true. I feel like the older drivers from back then would have absolutely gave the Cup field a whole lot more run for their money.
Mm.
I'm not
Oh,
saying they're
jeez.
bad. I'm saying in a way they need to get their act together because the D3 drivers back then did a way better job and actually had respect on the track than people do now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I kind of agree
Do
with
that.
that. No cap. I kind of agree. I think.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
And mind you, I'm comparing them to the time we were still mesh.
mm.
Oh. So are you talking season 2, season
Season
4?
season 1, to now, like
Hmm.
season like 2 or 3 to now.
Huh.
Hmm.
I know it's a very bold statement, and I'm like, bro, this is coming from a driver that's been there since like practically the beginning of the league, since practically dang near the beginning of the league. You know,
I kind of want to jump ship again. Um, so earlier this past week, we heard the announcement of Aang's whole situation. I want to kind of dive into that. I know it's kind of a hard topic to talk about, but
Oof.
it is definitely something to talk about since it is definitely road racing related. Runke has put out a statement, basically erasing him from ERS history. How does a driver who grew up racing against somebody, how does that make you feel, and how does, like, is there something that you would change about that? Just like, what, like, how can you go about something not knowing, hey, I used to race with this guy, you can't do that?
I mean, I'm just gonna be bluntly obvious. I'm just gonna be honest. It ain't my first rodeo seeing that happen. That it ain't gonna be the last time that that's gonna happen. Because I know certain few people in other leagues is like investigating people themselves after that whole Aang kerfuffle, because that actually blew up everywhere about Aang.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was like,
Jesus.
even people in NASCAR game was like, even some of the people in NASCAR game was like, yo, did you hear about that guy being a pedophile in the ERS? I was like, wow, that even reached there. Okay, wow. Um,
Yeah. um from
Damn.
people like you and me, Kylechief, we raced against the guy, right? um
yeah.
I guess it's kind of a hard pill to swallow, you know the fact that
I mean, I knew something was off about Aang, but I just couldn't really put my finger on it.
mm,
Mm.
It's like that one freaking meme with Doak sitting in the car and holding the steering wheel. It's like I just can't figure it out.
mm,
Something's up with that guy. I just can't figure it out.
yeah. um
Yeah, honestly, let me give my take. I feel like it is the right choice to make. Now, let me explain. The reason that I feel like Aang's, stats should be removed is to not represent the league,
yeah.
because we don't want like horrible people, like pedophiles representing the league. That's just not
Yeah,
what
I
what Runkey
understand where
and
you're
everyone
coming from with
wants.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just not what everyone wants, my opinion. So I feel like it is fair and justified.
Hmm.
Yeah, the thing is, if it were really that fair and justified, this isn't me talking shit about Runke and his decision making,
Mm.
but there's also another thing that they neglected to see when the whole Aang situation happened. So I heard from a lot of guys. I don't know if this is from what I heard is true, or if I'm hearing things from other people. But wasn't James Deaf also doing the same thing as Aang?
So I actually brought this up to Runke when the whole Aang situation was, falling down. Um, right after, I sent him a text and I was like, "So, what about James Deaf 2004? Because I know there's a lot of allegations against him and whatnot about him being a pedo and whatnot." And he said that
Mm-hmm.
he wasn't confirmed or anything like that, but at the same time, even before the whole Ink situation, there was literally screenshots that I could pull up right now proving that this guy is kind of he, the same as
An
Ink.
Aang type figure, yeah.
So it really doesn't make any sense to me, like, and this is just my honest opinion, it doesn't make sense to me if you're gonna erase somebody from history, you might as well take the other guy down as well. I mean, he's a season 4 D3 champion, But
At the moment, as we record this.
at the moment,
Yeah, at the moment, because things could actually change knowing Runky.
yeah. So I mean, at the moment, he's a season 4 D3 champion. Who knows? I don't know who finished second in that season. Hell, it could have been Kylechief, and he could have won himself a free championship. But
Honestly, that'd be just lucky. That's no offense to like the guys that won their championships that way, like G-Man and Nile and Vix. But if you earn your championship after the guy ahead of you got caught for
Yeah.
something and then had all of his wins and stuff taken down, like that championship is gonna come with a big ol' asterisk next to it, in my opinion.
so
And that's not an offense to like anyone who got affected by like Aang's situation.
I won't lie. My championship, you could make the argument that I was handed, but at the same time, my championship was a lot different than I think some of the other guys, because I had already 2 wins on that season, and I think one of those wins actually was, handed to me because some guy cheated at Indianapolis, which given me points over a certain individual who I will not say, which made me finish second technically, and would have been I still, in my eyes, even before all of the Aang situation happened, in my eyes, if somebody were to ask me who was the season 10 champion, I would have probably said Aang. But now, since all of this
I
happened,
still, by the way, Data Boss, when you and I had a little bit of a conversation, I still have the photo saved in the pictures area of my server.
and it just goes back to the narrative. How can you erase something that's already happened? Like, I mean, it's bad enough you want to try to, like, save your league sanity and everything like that, and I totally understand with that. But it's like, if something's already happened, how can you change it? I mean, I'm not going to argue over my championship that was, awarded to me, because I do think, I had 3 wins on that season to begin with, and I do think, it was either going to be either me, Aang, or the other guy, who I will not say for the championship.
The
Honestly,
man that shall not be named.
Pretty much.
honestly, I feel like, yeah, you're right on that point. Like, once history is made, it cannot be changed. So, I'm guessing that the best fix for us, like we could try to hide it, but then it would be controversial,
Yeah.
like how the Yang situation is now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes hiding it is like the right choice to do, because just allowing history to be made there.
Or Buck, they could just intentionally forget about Aang.
Yeah, they could also do that.
Just pretend he doesn't exist. Pretend he's never existed. But not take away his championships. Just say, oh yeah, that guy. Who?
Exactly. Now we're gonna get to the segment, the ad read for today. Today's podcast sponsor is KINGCHUNGAS. Are you in need of crypto coin? Well, KINGCHUNGAS Crypto is the one for you. To need help with invest in the right company. No more wasting your money at the casino and not winning. Well, KINGCHUNGAS is the right company to invest once again. Thanks to our sponsor KINGCHUNGAS for today's podcast episode. Now into hey, I saw that stealing wallet.
Yeah,
Shush, shush, Buck. He made no effort to. The funny part is, Buck didn't even make an effort to try to get it back. I still have it in my hands.
Okay. I want to ask Kylechief something. Kylechief, do you have any like what is a really good ERS story that you could tell? Like either funny, comedy, or something stupid, or something that happened. Like do you have any ERS stories?
My D1 Dover win back in the early days of ERS.
Tell us what. Yeah, tell us
And
what
I'm
happened.
trying hard to remember how that finished. It was the final restart. I remember this. It was the final restart.
Yeah.
Like once again, once again I have to say this. It was near the time when vision lag was still a thing. Still is a thing. But with vision lag, where everyone in every league had vision lag.
Ah, okay.
So final restart after I think only four overtimes. Four overtimes because we kept wrecking.
No.
Because we kept on wrecking. And mind you, the Dover model at the time was not good. It wasn't a good Dover model. It wasn't good. I remember too. He did CD, I think 5.
Oh.
He put the countdown. The second it hit like 1, I smashed the throttle, and I was in the back because I wrecked. I was in the back. I smashed the throttle, went to the top lane, and then I passed GTA PN for the lead in 1-2. And then he tried to use the apron to try to wreck me or something like that, and I just on him and freaking caused him to slam into the catch fence. So he ain't doing that. And that's how I won Dover. That's how I got my first cup win at Dover at the Monster Mile.
Welcome back, Austin Dillon.
I just cut him off. No, he ain't doing that.
That is definitely something you would definitely do. I can just imagine it in my head of that entire restart right now.
Oh my god, yeah, that in my head, if I'm playing that out loud, I'm already picturing crash into the wall, into the air.
And that was the time when I was driving the 19. That was when I was driving for JGR for part-time. Did my select part-time starts in JGR.
When did you switch from JGR to HMS?
HMS, I think it was sometime in season 4 or 5. Yeah, it was 5. It was between seasons 4 and 5.
Oh.
When negotiations was happening. And then season 5 is when I got the first season as Hendrick Motorsports owner. I didn't start the JRM program until sometime I believe either season 7 or 8 or 9. Not too sure.
Huh. I definitely remember.
And now.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
About that JRM project. It's about to get restarted again in D2 next season, and I'm really excited for it.
Oh yes, this kind gentleman over here with the cone on his head, he will be racing for Junior Motorsports next season. Number to be determined. It is to be determined. We're figuring that out. We
are thinking maybe either 40, 88, or maybe 7. We still don't
It's
really
most
know.
likely going to be the 88 or the 7. I'm not going to cap.
Justin I can't pronounce it. Justin Allgaier.
If you need any of the 7 schemes, I can send that over to you.
Justin Buckeye, thank you.
And by the way, I'm being serious about this while we're talking about Junior Motorsports. I am very heavily considering Leary taking a break from D1 next season and running just D3 full time.
Oh.
In Ricky Hendrick truck that Buck made.
Oh.
Indeed. Yes, I did make it for him.
I thought you were going to say, indeed, yes, we stole that scheme.
I mean, it wasn't technically stolen, because I did spend some time making it.
No, we stole JGR's tires.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna note that for Wiz.
We are stealing JGR's equipment. Shush. Don't tell anybody.
The podcast is gonna go to the public, Buck. I hope you know that.
I wanna ask one more thing for Kylechief here before we get into the reverse trivia game that Maple has set up. Yesterday we created a tier list. And we did some Disney movies and Marvel and Star Wars. We basically all of us together is Max, me, and you, and Maple, and I think it was Dune as well. We created this tier list. Took about 2.5 hours. Your sister had some your sister seemed to be upset about the tier list. Can you explain about that?
Yes,
boy.
she said a lot of y'all need to be ashamed of yourselves.
Ah,
She, oh God, she was genuinely spazzing out and also at the same time crashing out. She was like, "Bro, where's Treasure Planet, bro? Y'all not gonna put Treasure Planet in Esther? What are y'all
I
doing?"
think we did put it in S tier. Hold on a minute. I have an image. Hold on.
Hold on. So,
I ha-
so in the elite tier, we have Waffle House, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought you
that's
said
my
Pizza
Denny's.
Hut.
yeah, that was his
Yeah.
restaurant tier list that he had put up.
that's my restaurant tier list. Yeah,
Yeah, but are we talking about like food or just
the
restaurants?
I think just like food entirely. Ironically,
Okay. So continuing the list, you got IHOP, Subway, DQ, Arby's, Zaxby's, Popeyes, and
Wait,
KFC.
Zach owns a restaurant now? No, I'm just kidding.
No,
yeah,
Zaxby's.
that's the elite. And low key, my sister told me I'm generally bugging for not putting McDonald's in S tier, and I'm not gonna lie, I might have to put it in S tier. I'm not gonna count
I'm not.
McDonald's.
She ain't wrong though. She ain't wrong.
She's not wrong. Yeah, I was generally smoking crack by putting freaking McDonald's in A tier. I was generally smoking crack because I literally was saying, "Wait a minute, what am I doing? By putting freaking McDonald's in S tier? What am I doing?"
McRonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Now I've heard some stories that apparently McDonald's used to be like it used to be good, and then it kind of like went on a downhill, and then it just kind of went up
I'm being
suddenly.
so serious when I say this, bro. You just had to be there at McDonald's in the early 2000s, bro.
Facts.
Like I remember when they
Yes,
served
I
freaking
should have.
pancakes to you on a plate.
Wait, you got your food on a plate back then?
Yes, the McDonald's used to serve breakfast on a plate, literally
did.
on a plate.
Oh my! I should have been
And
born
actually
way
give you, like,
sooner.
yeah, they used to give you like freaking, I think either packets of cereal or like a small little thing of cereal to pour on your pancakes and freaking sausage.
We
Wait,
used
I
to.
Dude,
think I
I've
said that wrong.
also
I should have been born in the 90s.
So
I've also watched ton of videos about like back in the day there was this dollar menu, and it was actually $1 like
Literally
per
a
food.
dollar.
the dollar.
Literally a dollar.
The dollar menu was literally the one thing that McDonald's did right. Truly. Like the
Right.
dollar menu was sent from heaven, bro. When you got something from the dollar menu, you knew it was a good day, bro. You knew it was a good day at McDonald's, bro. No cap.
It's just like, and I remember, I think Rusty knows why I say this. The yellow Wendy's when all the stuff was yellow,
Yes.
like
Yes.
stuff was yellow,
Oh my
bro.
goodness.
That's the good Wendy's. That was the good Wendy's, bro. You
Yes.
just had it there, bro.
Speaking of Wendy's, I'm eating some right now.
Huh.
I'll tell you what you okay. Wait. What you got right now? What you got from Wendy's?
I got fries and a chili.
Fries and chili.
Yeah.
How much in total was that?
I don't know. I need to fucking dig through the trash for the receipt.
Don't do that. I'm just saying what you got right now is probably expensive as crap. I'm not gonna cap because literally inflation. It sucks.
Yes.
It literally is like way cheaper back then to get that exact
Okay.
combo.
So
Some chilies,
this
some
is
fries.
about $1.50 for a small fry at Wendy's, and it's about $2 to $4 for a small chili. So about $5.
I didn't get the small one for either.
No?
I
didn't
got
get
the
small
meat.
fries?
I got large fries and I think medium chili.
Okay, so
They both taste really good.
so right around $6-7 then.
No, Data Boss, what have you done?
I'm looking this
No.
up right now.
He-
This is what
he-
is appearing on my screen right now.
He actually did the 6-7.
No.
Okay, then
Welcome back, Travis Pastrana.
I have no clue. I have no clue then. How much would you say did it like how much did you spend in your head?
For both?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'd say about $1.20.
For both?
What?
For both?
Bro,
Oh
gang,
wait, no,
where's the Wendy's
a
at?
dollar. Never mind, $1.45 for both.
For both?
Bro, where that Wendy's at? Where is that? We finna pull up. I'm being
Canada.
serious, bro. I'm about to pull up because, bro, I refuse a dollar and 40 something cents for a large fry and medium chili, bro. Unreal, bro.
Okay.
And that's just my side of the order, because I think
And you
I
guys are in
think my
Canada?
siblings and I got like a lot of other stuff.
This is
Dude,
Canada,
that's
correct?
like
This is Western Canada.
Okay, and I looked up the like a Wendy's or whatever, and it gave me $6 to $7 in the U.S. So this is absolutely criminal, and wherever you are, Maple, me and Kylechief will personally pull up to that restaurant, no cap.
Oh God. Oh God.
I
The hell
want
with it. I'll probably give you guys a tour of the entire province.
I
Oh
wanna,
God. Like, bro.
So I was actually, I think it was about a month ago. I was in a VC with Kylechief, right? And this kind of ties into what he said earlier with inflation. So I was doing some research, right? So I want to kind of backtrack
Oh, boy.
before I say what I want to say. You guys know the Home Alone movie, right?
Yup.
Which
Okay.
one? One or two?
One.
Yeah, one.
The OG. Okay.
oh yeah, Home Alone. Yeah,
Okay,
I've heard
so
of
Yeah.
it.
do you know the scene in the Home Alone movie where he goes to the store and he buys groceries? And he
Vaguely.
okay,
Mm.
well, he buys like a gallon of milk, orange juice, bread, a TV dinner, and then frozen mac and cheese, whatever he needs or whatever to like survive for a week, pretty much, or whatever with the money he has. Anywho, his total that he came up, it was about $20 for 10 items in the 1990s. How much do you think those 10 items would be now? Because he got a milk, an orange juice, bread, a TV dinner, frozen mac and cheese, Tide, saran wrap, dryer sheets, toilet paper, and little toy. Like a toy soldier.
Oh, that would have to be somewhere in like the 30s or 40s now.
It costed, in 2025, it would have costed him $70.
What?
Jeez.
$70.
Damn.
Oh my.
And I actually, personally, I went on the Walmart site and I put all of his items in the cart. And then I eventually removed them all. It cost him $70.
Data Bus is actually gonna go out and buy those items. Trust.
No, I'm not. $70.
No,
I know.
$70.
I know to get Data Bus for his birthday now.
$70 for all of those items. And in the 1990s, it costed him $20. So my question to everybody in this room, what is going on in today's world with inflation?
We went so far off topic. We went from racing to money.
literally.
Can we pivot, do a 180, and circle back to racing, please?
I mean,
That's criminal. Bro,
I-
that's criminal.
it's
Oh
just,
man.
I mean, inflation today is just crazy, and it's just.
Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a
No.
room full of rats, and
We
the rats
can't
made me
say-
crazy.
Oh my, dude. We're trying to be professional.
You forget that word gets activated. That word's basically like a sleeper agent, something like a sleeper agent thing going on over here.
All right. going back to row racing and the community. Um, um, in terms of a whole community aspect over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a lot of arguments, a lot of hatred, and a lot of other things. I think this entire month in general definitely sucks.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
Yeah.
this is a question for everybody here. What do you think ERS, or maybe not just ERS, the whole community or server can do as a whole to try to come together and not try to have as much hatred or, have as many arguments because it's kind of getting old or anything like that? We've said the same thing for the past couple of months. And I think Maple,
Uh,
Maple, you've definitely mentioned to Runky too about, something with mental health or whatever.
yeah, the only reason why I brought that up was because it's not sort of a way to like make the drama go away, because Runky told, because let's just be honest here, drama's only a thing that either shrinks or flares up. It doesn't like immediately disappear without a trace. Uh, those things are more or less to just get people to calm down. We should have more game nights, more people being more honest,
Yeah,
and more inter. We need a lot more interaction in the server.
that is true.
This is why I'm in the VC almost every day. This is why I interact with you two at times. This is why I interact with Niall. Why I interact with Runky. Why do I interact with say others like Tyler or and literally everyone else. If everyone got unbanned, I would talk to them. I would still be talking to like everyone that probably have gotten banned in the last year or so. Hell, I would even talk to Aang. I would go that far.
Mm,
We need to start communicating more effectively and start having a lot more fun, because all this negative shit is only bringing us down. And if we continue to not only not ignore it but inflate it, we're gonna make our mental health go down the drain.
yeah,
Dude,
definitely.
yeah, I also feel like the server, like you should be able to like express like what you feel about the league or
Oh, I'd say
yeah,
you're
or like
allowed to feel like about your. I say you're allowed to feel certain things about the league. It's just that sometimes in certain aspects it might not either be the time or certain people. This is not an offense to Runky. Certain people might not be in the mood.
Yeah,
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I will
yeah.
say this as someone who is not having the best of mental health right now, I can definitely tell you that with all the talk around mental health and whatnot, I think it's best to realize that some people at the moment aren't really feeling the best when it comes to certain things here and there.
yeah, definitely
Yeah,
is.
that's definitely true, but still like if you like want to say something, you should be free to like say it in the respective channel without like having people, like talk bad about you because I've seen that I've seen that a ton in this league, like just toxicity and bad stuff that basically like flares around whoever like speaks their own opinions, and people have even gotten banned as quote unquote rage baiting for literally just saying their own opinion. So like the case that happened with Willing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely, over the past, few months and everything like that. I think, as a whole, in terms of, a community, I think it's definitely been ups and downs. We've definitely had our moments and whatnot. I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this too. If people like me and Kylechief, we used to like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all a story right here. And I've said this story. I've told this story many, many times. Me and Kylechief, when we were kids, we would go at it in NASCAR 17. Like, we would
Oh boy.
we would literally like talk trash in the like the Roblox chat nonstop. Like, we would wreck each other constantly. We
Jeez.
as kids, we despised each other. Like
Oh
literally.
man.
I remember. Okay, I gotta tell this story. We were at Watkins Glen. We had a race.
Oh, no, bro,
I
not
was
no, not this, bro.
I was the 2 car. He was obviously the 24 at the time, I think it was, or maybe he was in a
Yeah,
different
what's the
car. We got the green flag going, and we were racing each other, like how we usually race. I bumped him out of the way, like in going into the S's, and he's like, "All right, that's fine, and you're gonna get your get back." I pulled away. I think I had the lead, and I think it was we were coming down. I think it was either the green, white checkered or the white flag. We go down towards we got through the S's. I think I somehow, I don't know what happened. I think I lagged or something. I was in second. Anywho, he was in front of me. We go into the bus stop. I fucking slam my W key on my keyboard or on my laptop. I hit his back end so hard he spun around. Oh my god, he got so pissed. He got fucking pissed. I I come around and I finish the race. I think I finished first. He finished second. And what he said to me in the Roblox chat, I will never forget it. I think he said something of the lines of, I know we were both talking trash. I can't remember exactly what he said to me, but I think Kylechief's younger self said like something of the lines of, you are dog shit, bro. You are trash. You don't deserve to be in roll racing, bro. You do not deserve to be in roll racing. On God, he probably would have said something like that. So, just like
I wonder.
just those things, if me and Kylechief can come to an agreement, and now me and Kylechief are best friends, pretty much. We are like homies. Me and him are like we're like brothers from another mother, essentially, bro. So like, if me and him can come to an agreement and be friends and whatnot, going from enemies to being friends, why can't everybody else? That is my whole point on
Yeah.
this. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel
there's
like
only one answer why people act the way they do, and it's not because of their issues or whatnot. It's because
they don't
of what's
change.
going on around us.
They
No,
don't.
it's what's going on around us.
Well, it's not only that.
he
It's
means like he means like the whole month of September, like
well,
like how bad it's been.
it's not just this whole month period that's been horrible. It's been like going on like this for many months. Like it's the same thing every other month we have a new problem, right? This month we obviously had some, this is, I'd probably consider this like, the depression month. Everybody in here has like been going through something. I mean, I won't lie, I've been going through stuff. Maple, you've gone through stuff. I'm sure Buck, you have gone through stuff. I mean, it's a little bit about everybody, right? Um,
Yeah.
and another thing too,
Yeah.
even the month before that, we were having issues over a charter situation, which I will not go into detail because we already know what happened.
Please
Yeah.
don't. 'Cause I'm still mad about that. Please don't.
Yeah,
Please don't just don't mention it.
Close the can of worms and throw it into the trash can.
but it's like this whole, it's been going on for months, many months. But I just want people to come to terms, love them, hate them, respect them, just do what you gotta do, and just move on. Eventually, hey, if you ever come across them, whenever I do plan on, I and in real life, whenever I go to meet, a former row racer that I grew up racing against, I want to be able to, have great conversations and not have, shit talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I think, I think in terms of all of this too, I think people just need to find ways to change of how they either speak, how they act, or how they go about things. And I think,
Yeah.
if
I also
Mhm.
I also feel like some rules are just not really enforced sometimes.
yeah,
And then when they are enforced, people like get mad that they broke the rules when they're like explicitly, said. in the rules channel. So I honestly feel like it should be mandatory to like read the rules at least once, or
I
like
mean,
every time it gets
some servers
updated.
do that, but this server, let me check. Let me double check the whole verification thing. Yeah, it's not look. Let me check here. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
it says nothing about people reading the rules here or something.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you just need to verify with like two
Yeah,
bots. Like
yeah, you just
yeah.
verify like you want to race here, you want to know the rules. Yes, yes, yes. Scroll, 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 scroll. So it's like activating the terms and conditions to like a new, I don't know, accessory or device. You just scroll and click OK without reading the whole thing.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's
Yeah,
jump ship. Maple.
So something more positive, yeah.
Yeah. Maple, bring us to the reverse trivia game that you got set up here.
Oh, gladly. This one is this is how reverse trivia is going to work. I am going to read out the answers. All you three have to do is guess the question. And remember,
Great.
these are NASCAR related, and these cards are from 2006 and talk about stuff even in like old NASCAR. So you best be ready.
I hope we're ready.
How many points win? Maple, how many points win? Like,
the whoever gets the most points wins.
and how much would that be?
There's no specific number.
Okay.
All right. All right. First answer you have is 1.
One? That's
One. Yeah, one.
1. And there's a certain someone in this VC that would actually really like the question because it talks about a certain driver.
it? Oh.
Jeff Gordon.
You are
Hmm.
close, Kylechief.
Oh,
Oh, Kylechief left. What happened?
No, Kylechief's still in the call. He just got abducted by aliens.
He,
And he's being thrown from the spaceship. Welcome back, Kylechief.
hello, gentlemen. Hello, welcome back.
Anyways, your first answer is 1. Good luck. And yes, Kylechief, it is a Jeff Gordon question.
Oh boy.
Jeff Gordon.
What's the question?
Well, that's the point of the thing, isn't it?
It's the reverse trivia, so you basically have to guess what the
I'm
question
guessing.
is.
I want to guess like what was Jeff Gordon's first short track victory? Maybe.
No,
but
because then the
I
answer
know
would.
that's not.
If,
I know
if that were
that's
the
not
question, then the answer would be a track. And this is a question that revolves around something Jeff Gordon did in the early 90s.
Early 90s.
This was 2006. So.
The questions are made of 6, dog.
Huh. I have no clue.
This one's about cup starts.
Oh boy.
Cup starts.
Wait, was the was it the 1992 Atlanta Championship battle between Alan Kawicki and Davey Allison?
I mean, it's kind of about that, but
Was that
on.
his? Was that what's that?
It's
That was
how it's about how many.
Oh, was it when his first start was?
You're closer.
When his first start was.
No,
His
it's
first
not.
win?
It's not when his first start was, because then the answer would be the year. It's how many blank.
Oh man. Why must I suffer?
And remember, the answer is 1.
1? Wait, is it his first cup victory?
No.
Oh.
No, because then it would be the year.
Somebody did in the early '90s, bro. I should know that. I should really know this, but I really don't know what it is. 'Cause
This
it's
is
so
about
long.
the cup starts that a certain
Cup
someone
start.
did in the early 90s.
Cup
Mm.
starts.
Oh, well, is this like,
No clue.
if I say, if I were to say Richard Petty, would I be getting kind of close?
No. This has nothing to do with Richard Petty.
Uh, you
This
said
is
some starts in the.
yeah. This is how many. How
Oh,
many?
how many starts in 1992?
Buck is a way closer here, gentlemen.
Um,
I'm surprised Kylechief hasn't gotten this by now.
I really
Hmm.
should know this, but it's just throwing me,
Yeah.
bro.
All right, Buck. Buck, do you give up?
I give up, bro.
I'm still trying to think.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot if I don't get this right. Not literally.
I love how y'all did.
Oh, hold on.
Yes,
1992 Atlanta was Jeff Gordon's. No, hold on, no.
And Buck's circling back. All right,
Think.
you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Like you're like the closest one here. I might as well give you it. It's how many cup races did Jeff Gordon start in 1992?
Oh my god, I was so close.
The answer was 1.
Bro,
Oh
I'm telling
my.
you, guys, I literally was saying the exact and only race he literally started, bro.
You couldn't really formulate the question that well. That's why. Yeah, that's why.
Oh, I should have done this question with TJ here. Let me go over here.
That is tragic.
Yeah, there we go. The answer to this one is Bobby Labonte.
Bobby Lamani. Who won the 2000 NASCAR Cup Championship?
No, this is about a specific race that he may or may not have finished runner-up to someone.
Oh, I know. Who finished second? Hold on, who lost in 2 consecutive photo finishes at Atlanta?
No.
I know he
Also,
lost in a photo finish between Dale Sr. in 2000, I think.
yeah, but if you're either thinking about Jeff Gordon or Charlotte.
Charlotte. It's
Charlotte
about
was when he
Charlotte.
when he got his photo finish with Jimmy Johnson.
Oh, that was back in like no, that was this was more ahead than 2000 actually. This was like
All right,
2006.
this one's about a specific race in the famed year of NASCAR's 50th anniversary.
2008.
I remember
It's a
certain
very
Spanish game that
famous
Gordon ran.
race.
No, actually, this wasn't 2008.
Would it be?
Oh, this was 1999, I think. 1998. 1998. So it has to be with 1998. Now, what did he do in 1998? It's the bigger question.
My PC crashed.
Oh my. Gee.
Mm-mm.
I got
Uh,
nothing. I'm stumped.
I honestly got
what
nothing. I'm being
what did
honest.
Bobby Labonte do in
Bobby
1998?
Lamont second too.
I got second.
It's a
Oh.
there's a very famous comic with this.
It's about NASCAR's. It's the same season as NASCAR's 50th anniversary. It's a famous race where someone finished runner-up to a very famous person.
Maple, is your mic good? Cause like you're like.
Again,
He's using his phone. I'm
I'm
pretty
using
sure.
my phone, considering my PC crashed.
Oh goodness.
His phone mic is powered by the devil or something.
Dang.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, we'll probably do one more trivia game, and then we'll try to wrap up this episode of the ERS podcast here.
I'm surprised I
Actually,
haven't gotten it yet because it's about a very famous race.
Okay.
oh, hold on. 1990. Was this about Talladega?
No, but you are in like the right area. This is sort of big track.
Either
Atlanta.
the Pepsi 400 or the Daytona 500.
Kylechief is way closer.
Mm.
I'm gonna go on a limb say the Daytona 500.
Data Bus is on the right track.
Got you.
Wait. What driver finished second to Dale Sr. in the 1998 Daytona 500?
You are correct.
Yes!
Aww.
Dang.
Let's go! Let's
The,
go!
the question was, what driver finished second in 1998 when Dale Earnhardt Sr. won his first and only Daytona 500?
Let's go!
So that's one on the board for Buck, one on the board. Actually, no, that's two on the
That's
board.
actually two. That's actually two because I was closer
All
than
right. All right. This last one is all the marbles.
What are the marbles?
all the marbles.
All the marbles. All right, and the last answer is number 97.
97. Who drove the 97?
Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch? Who else drove the 97? Hold on.
Little?
Chad Little. It could be a question between Chad Little or Kurt Busch.
I'll say this: you're correct with one of those drivers.
I know it's probably about Kurt Busch.
Yeah, but Buck's closer.
Hmm.
What driver won the first chase for the Cup championship?
The answer would have been Kurt Busch, and the answer is 97.
So wait, the answer you said is 97?
97.
Yes,
So
the answer
it
is
can't.
97.
So it can't be about like championships or like wins because it's 97. Unless it's
No
like
one
it's
has
a
exactly
stat.
97 wins.
Unless it's like a stat, like maybe
No, it's
97
not about statistics. It's literally about car numbers.
car numbers.
What
And I will say this,
what
you got-
number did Kurt Busch drive in?
No, that would be pretty easy.
Yeah, okay, so Databuzz, you got half the question.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's easy.
You're missing one key person here.
Chad Little.
No. It's what car number did Kurt Busch drive when he
When
I don't want to spoil the question because it would give it away. It's about team owner.
what number did Kurt Busch run when he ran for
Roush
Can
Racing.
it-
Roush.
Roush Racing.
And Databuzz at the very last second.
No,
What car
so
number did
close.
Kurt Busch drive when he drove for car owner Jack Roush.
Oh, I was so close. I was so close.
He fumbled. He fumbled.
And now turn to my PC.
Oh man, dude, that reverse trivia is actually really fun.
Got him at the buzzer for all the marbles.
At the last second. It was like a sprint race.
Yes.
You know what? Never mind. I should do ERS trivia next time.
Actually, I think
Yeah.
I think that'd be really,
Like
really
we
fun.
should hold on. I feel like we should alternate between ERS like trivia and then like real NASCAR trivia, and
We'll
then
have-
we
Yeah.
should we should like switch between different like kind of topics, I guess, like main topic.
We'll have to do that.
topics.
Oh boy.
We'll have to do that in the next episode. Alrighty, this has been
Yeah.
the ERS episode 2, the ERS podcast. I am your host Rusty, back alongside Maple, who's currently a ghost.
Hello.
And Buck.
Ooh.
Hello, your
And
favorite
Kyle, and our
conehead.
guest this week, Kylechief.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time on the ERS podcast. We'll see you later.